Finesse TDR. All right. Got Yum. Yum makes something similar to that. See what? See the wording. See what we're doing here. See the wording. Understand? What are we doing here? What bait do we want? We have various ones here. Ooh, Yamamoto. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. I think what I want to go with is this one. I think the color I'm going to choose is blue and black. Black with blue flake by Yum. Tiny Texas Child rig. Yeah, just like the title says, it's a variation of a Ned rig. It's Texas rigged because we're in Texas and it is very snaggy where we're going to fish this. This is going to be used to target spotties and Guadalupes. Guadalupe bass and spotted bass, right? In the Sabine River where it's very muddy. Black colors, very dark colors work the best. And there's a lot of wood and there's current, right? So this is a style of finesse fishing. This is just another facet of finesse fishing. Let's put this rig together real quick. Originally, this rig was developed up north for river fishing. Someone was tired of snagging when they were fishing the Ned rig, so they came up with a rig called the Tiny Child. But this is Texas. We got a Texas rig everything. Yankee Doodle Dandy. That sun is coming up. So yeah, the Tiny Child up north still had a hook exposed. But it's a wonderful idea. And I'm going to make it work for me without the hook exposed. So, God, come on. Let's get this open. This is what we need to start with. A Ned rig bait like this, the original one. Just looks like someone cut a Cinco up, right? Because that's basically what it is. It's just a short stick bait. A stick bait is the general term for what a Cinco is. When someone says they're fishing a Cinco, I hope it's a Yamamoto Cinco because that is the original. If you're telling someone you're fishing a Cinco, but you're fishing something from Big Bites, you're just confusing the world here. Stop confusing the world. Get it straight, get it right. Get these. Now, these are the VMC Nico weights. They are tail weights. Old school tail weights look like this. I don't know if you can still find these. I haven't found these in a long time, but I have some laying around. I like these. These are 1/16 ounce. Just like the Nico weights, 1/16 ounce. But the thing about this particular weight right here, it's easy to cut down if you wanted something less than 1/16. That's why I like these. However, these are easier to deal with opposed to this. If you want to use this whole thing as a 1/16, well, you better be steady with your hands because you got to go straight through the body, and it's a numbers game. The longer it is, the more chances of messing up you have, right? These are shorter and the same weight, right? And so hook sizes, we need a offset hook. We're going to use Gamakatsu. We are going to probably do a 1/0, but I have two other sizes here of the 2, and I have the 3 just to prove a point here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get out a 1/0. The reason why you want to go with the 1/0 is because of how short the bait is. You see this? And then you need room for the tail weight. So you start going bigger hooks, your hook is going to be running into your tail weight. And remember, this is for fish like spotted bass and Guadalupe. You would use this for walleye and other things up north. We're going to just go in a little bit because we don't want to bury the eye so much. And then we're going to put a little bit of slack in our bend. Make sure we're straight. That little bit of slack makes it a little loosey-goosey so we have room to text pose. That means burying the point, just burying the point of the hook in the body of the weight so the hook doesn't contact with wood or anything unless a fish comes and boom, yeah. And then the fish gets the hook, because that's what we want. All right, so we're going to open up one of these Neko packs. This is a super simple rig. Don't take much to learn it, but there's certain places where you need to use it. There's other places where it's just not going to be beneficial, right? So here we go. Here's the Neko weight. I have very poor lighting for myself here, so we want to go as straight as possible into the ass of the bait. And we want to make sure we have the whole tail weight in there. Might take a couple of times because of things moving around as pressure releases, and there we go. We don't have any problem here. Nothing's running into each other, and we still have a lot of life. You see, if your hook is all the way down here next to that, where that tail is, because there's no gap between the hook and the tail weight, there's less life when this is happening, right? Now this is made for fishing in current. This is the idea. Sometimes you would rather have the weight up here when you don't have current, but this helps when the current is moving it. See, the weight is here, so in the current, the bottom stays down and the head stays up, and it's much easier and more attracted to the fish in current. Much easier to work this through stuff that usually doesn't forgive you very much and takes your stuff. I was supposed to prove a point. Just talked about the point. I didn't actually show you. You see, the bigger the hook, the less life, because it's going to be closer and closer to your tail weight. You need a little bit of give between the hook and the tail weight so this has action when you shake it. And you see how that just keeps getting closer? Imagine trying to put a 5/0 in there. It's just crowded. It's like trying to put 5 people in a tiny apartment in Tokyo with cats and dogs and parakeets and goldfish and an elephant or two. It's like Shriners. We're not fishing with a Shriner car. No clown cars here. But we gotta go fishing now. Or do we? We do. Me?
Yeah.
See me?
That's you.
It's got this tiny Texas child has a nice slow drop even with 116. I'm out live scoping by the way. Gotcha. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. On the tiny Texas child. Yes. Tiny Texas child, buddy. I'm telling you. Lakes, rivers, creeks, it works. Look at that. Dock shooting. Got myself probably a 4-pound bass. And my scale is on the boat. There's nobody coming, nobody going. You want to do me the honors and grab the scale? What do you think? You think it's worth weighing? Looks like a 4-pound bass to me. This fish is feisty. Oh, I love it. Okay, it's not a, dang, it's not a 4-pound bass. It's almost 3.8. Yeah, you're right. This bass wants to go back. Nice. Tiny Texas child. There you go, 3.8.
Nice. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing, buddy.
Woo-wee. I can't wait to get on the river with that rig. I know it's going to work. We see that it sinks slow. When I was live scoping, it goes really slow. Perfect for fishing around stuff like docks, brush piles in the river. Not effective in deep water because it takes forever to sink, but it, yeah, probably would work. We just have to get heavier tail weights. Wow. Nice. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.